Everybody, we have a very important update to go over here as the Fed has raised rates. So I want to go over a quick synopsis of what's going on today. First, the Fed raised rates by 25 basis points. They also, if you were watching, there was a key line that they said. So in 2024, they're supposed to raise it up to 5.1%, the federal funds rate. Jerome Powell said now it's targeted at 5.3%, which means there's an additional 20 basis points that they're going to have to move in higher than they at first anticipated when 2023 started. So that's a bit of news that has gone, but seemingly has gone unnoticed. Right now, in the past 24 hours, XRP is down better than 10.4%. It actually dropped all the way down to the 412 level, but it's currently back over 42 cents and trying to fight its way over that 429 level, because that's a pattern formation that if we stay on top of, this still can move up pretty rapidly. But with what Jerome Powell said, it sent crypto crashing momentarily, and it had the US dollar cratering down below 102.40, all the way down to about 102.15 at one point. As you can see behind me, the Dow's down 530 points, S&P's down 65.90, and the Nasdaq is down 190 points and cratering. Jerome Powell did not do any favors to the market so far. So we're going to get into the charts, and I'm also going to cover for CFX. We're going to get into XDC in this update as when we first start. So make sure to hit that like button, as I greatly appreciate that, as it helps push me through the analytics. And I want to thank everybody who came out to the live. There was about 115 people that we maxed out at during the live, and it was a tremendous hour and 40 minutes together. So I thank each and every one of you, and I look forward to doing more than that in the future. As it said, there was 552 views during the live, so I can't thank you all enough. Make sure you hit that like button as I play the intro. And then we've got to get into the XRP chart very quickly. Good evening, 4:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as you can see, XRP's in the last day is down 10.55%, down to 4213. And this is the exact reason why I have suspended buying XRP as it's over 40 cents. And I spent almost a year buying it sub 40 cents. Had a tremendous pump yesterday, and now all of a sudden today we're down some better than 10.4%, back down to almost 42 cents as we came down as low as about 412. We're going to get into the chart, and we're going to pay attention to exactly what needs to happen for XRP to maintain going back up and have this nothing more than kind of like a liquidity flush for a further move up. But this perfectly illustrates why I won't buy XRP over 40 cents and why I implored everybody to have their normal bag while it's 80% down. And then with the other 80% of their money, since they're only spending 20% to buy from when they sold it in 2021 or what they were going to buy in 2021, you use that to buy the bottom if it gets lower than it was. That's the philosophy here. It's what I've been using. So for anybody who wants to see anything more about I'm not going to go over any of like the articles or anything with the Fed rate hike, but I will tell you it was 25 basis points. I did a live for an hour and a half, and we watched Jerome Powell speak from 2:30 on for his entire press conference, and we talked live. So if you want to watch that when it's uploaded to my YouTube channel, as it takes as long as YouTube for it to upload, but when it does, feel free to watch that. A lot of information in there. They also said the federal funds rate in 2024 will be raised to 5.3%, which they initially said 5.1% to start 2023. So that is something of interest. We can see the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P, NASDAQ behind me is all getting slaughtered. DXY was getting hammered. It's at 102.54. We'll see if it can have some kind of recovery here. And we talked about it. We're going to get on top of 102.605. Or, and that was in the live, we're going to break down. If we break up, we can try to push 103.674. But we have to get above 102.60 and hold it. I want to get into the charts, though. Very quickly, XDC, though, for CFX. Very loyal, been a part of this audience practically since day one. Down 2.56% on the day, down under 4 cents again. at 0.35 or 386, and XDC is giving them cause for concern, and it should. If we continue this little rally down and we can't hold this area up here at 392, it will in fact pull us down into this smaller time frame. And I only have the lower areas because I firmly believe that XDC's got to prove to me it can get out of this range before I'm going to update my patterns, because it's done this many times and then it just comes back down. So right now we can do this on the fly CFX, and that's what I look forward to doing. So I thought it was a good time to do it so you could see it. If we can hold this uptrend, basically we can continue going up. That's this immediate short term. But if not, we haven't really come down and tested this breakout point, so it would not be beyond reason to come back down to 316, but we could stop that by simply just holding the 3.7 level. So we'll see what happens there. And then I want to show you as well a bit of manipulation, because right now, as long as it holds these levels, we've got a much higher ambition here. We could get up to about that 5 cent mark, but it has to hold these levels. Probably the 4.7 mark would be more likely, but there's a lot of manipulation that happened. If you look at the XDC chart on BITGET, supposedly yesterday it went all the way up to 9 cents, but immediately before that it went down to 2.6 in the same 30-minute candle. That's a 30-minute candle, folks, not a 4-hour. That's actually, and you could probably break it down, and it's probably a 1-minute candle, as it'll turn out. See what happens here, folks? Just going to show you the game here. So no matter whether you're long or shorting the market, you legitimately went up, and then you immediately came back down within 7 minutes. So you could have missed those tremendous gains, and then before you even realize, you've been liquidated out on the bottom side just for it to stabilize and maybe go up a few percent. That's the manipulation that happens all the time. So just pay attention, CFX, to the aforementioned chart that I showed before that, because that's really where all the information's at. We need to hold the levels I showed. Otherwise, it's a pretty big drop back down. I'll just show it real quick, just so you can maybe take a picture if you need to, or whatever help you remember it, because it is important that we hold this level. So if we lose this uptrend at around the 3.5 level, we have to come back to the pattern formation up here at about 3.18. That's really dangerous to come back there. But we haven't confirmed the breakout. I mean, we've come up and held up here, but we haven't had a big break up and a breakdown to hold it. We've had this little pull down, so I guess that counts for something. So we'll see if we can hold the uptrend or not. Now, getting into XRP, because I'm literally losing my voice because I did an hour and a half live. So real quick, XRP down 10.13% at 4233. And for record, everybody keeps asking me, well, if XRP you won't buy over 40 cents, what does that mean for XLM and XDC? For XLM, it's simple. I won't buy it over 10 cents. XDC, I won't buy it over 4 cents. It's just that simple. That's just something I've worked out a long time ago in my own head. So no reason to ask anymore. We need to get back above the 432 level, but right before that, if XRP can find its way over very critical pattern resistance in the all-time pattern, which it was trying to use as support when it popped up, that 429 level, and we could just have an over-exacerbated dump down. If not, and we can't get above this 429, our next area that we're going to come down to is probably the 40 cent mark, is where it's looking like we'll come down to, and then the 393 area. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm paying attention to. And if XRP can get back above here in the 432, then we can talk about a possible double top up here at 494. But other than that, we've got to get back in the immediate short term for XRP back above the 429, and then ultimately the 432. If not, like I said, underneath, if we lose 40 cents, we got 393 or 392 immediately, and then it starts to go back to a very slippery slope. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that like button, as it greatly does push me through the analytics, and also hit that subscribe button and join the more than 15,700 subscribers. If you want to trade XRP and you don't know how, I have three exchanges where you can trade it. 2 of them have no spot fees on the buy and sell, and you can also trade 250x leverage, and that's BitGet and MEXC. You can leverage long or short, but just be careful with that. I wouldn't advise it. And then you have UPHOLD. There is spot fees, but you can put your money in the native fiat, so you don't have to hold it in stable coins. So that's always a good option. And that'll be in the pinned comments below, and or or the video description below and or the pinned comment. And then if you want to join Tom's Army or send XRP for time served, as we're coming in on 2 years, my anniversary, with not a single day off, I would greatly appreciate that. Is also in the video description below and or the pinned comments. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag fight assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, it's a lonely, lonely journey to the top in 2025.